you're not giving us your details, which just raises suspicion. You're filming a police station.
I understand.
You're freely admitted to us, okay? So this time you are detained for a search under Section 43 of the Terrorism Act, okay?
Are you sure you want to do that?
I'm PC.
Welcome back to the channel, where we shine a light on police encounters and examine how public officials respond when their authority is questioned. Today's video is courtesy of Coley Burks. You'll find their link down below, so make sure to show them some support and check out the full original clip. In today's episode, we've got an auditor filming from the area around the back gate of Lewes Police Station in Sussex. And before long, one officer becomes two, then three, as the situation starts to attract more attention. Each officer appears to be looking for a reason to challenge the filming or ask the auditor to move on. But the auditor holds his position. He doesn't raise his voice, he doesn't hand over his personal details, and most importantly, he doesn't appear intimidated by the pressure. What follows is a fascinating example of how quickly a simple filming encounter can turn into a debate over police powers, public access, and accountability. Let's get straight into it.
Hello, mate, you all right?
Yeah, good, thank you.
How you doing?
Good, thanks.
Excellent. What are you up to at the moment?
I'm filming
What are you filming?
the back gate.
Why are you filming the back gate?
So I just have an interest.
You have an interest in what?
The police station.
Okay, what sort of interest?
A public interest.
A public interest,
Yes.
okay.
Do you mind identifying, please?
I'm PC Door. Charlie Delta 911
Okay.
from Lewes Police Station.
Can I help you with anything?
You're sitting in a public place, but I need to understand your motivations in filming a police station.
Okay.
Obviously, there's obviously a security concern here, isn't there?
Right.
Of people filming police stations.
What sort of security concern?
Well, I'm sure you can work that out for yourself, can't you?
No, I can't.
Okay.
Would you care to explain?
Well, you said you've got an interest in the back gate of the police station.
Yeah.
So what is that interest?
It's a public interest.
In what way?
The
Why-
public
why-
are interested.
The public interest in the back gate of the police station.
Yeah.
And why would that be?
Because the police station is paid for by the taxpayer, so...
Coley raises an important point, and it goes straight to the issue the officers appear to be debating. In the UK, filming from a place where you are lawfully entitled to be can generally fall within Article 10 protections relating to freedom of expression, which can include gathering and recording information. But that protection is not completely unlimited. The exact circumstances, location, and any specific lawful restrictions can all matter. So if someone is standing in a genuinely public place and recording a police station that is visible from that location, the starting point is generally that filming is not automatically unlawful simply because the building is a police facility. And that is an important distinction. A public building being recorded from a public place does not by itself mean the person filming needs permission or must provide a special justification. The real question is whether the officers can identify a specific lawful reason to restrict the filming. That's not a loophole. It's about understanding where the legal boundaries actually are.
Okay. Have you got any ID, Pinnock?
No, sir.
None at all?
No.
Okay.
Sorry, I didn't mean to blow that in your face.
Okay.
Forgive me.
You ain't got any ID on you at all?
No, sir. Why would I need to provide ID? Am I committing an offence?
Oh, potentially, yeah.
What offence
Yeah.
might that
There
be?
are offences under the Terrorism Act.
Right. I don't see how...
Called like hostile reconnaissance.
Do you believe that this is hostile reconnaissance?
Well, I don't know. Yeah, I'm trying to establish that, aren't I?
Well, you need to be pretty assured and confident that this is hostile reconnaissance before you start.
I'm investigating that, aren't I? That's why I'm asking you questions.
Would somebody that would be doing hostile reconnaissance film a police station in broad daylight?
Potentially, yeah.
I don't think so.
You don't think so?
No.
Okay, well, that's what we need to work out, isn't it?
Okay, and what if we can't work it out?
You're happy to give me your details?
No, I'm not going to hand over any details.
You're not going to hand over your details?
I'm not obliged to, officer. I'm a member of the public. Like, saying things like hostile reconnaissance is a bit...
You're a member of the public.
It's a bit far-fetched, officer. Like, I'm here conducting a lawful activity. As you mentioned, I'm in a public place, so to be saying such things is it's a bit distasteful.
Well, it's not distasteful. I'm just doing my job, aren't I?
Well, I'm here recording from a public place.
Yeah,
you don't really have any
I'm not
jurisdiction.
saying you're in a public place, okay? But I'm just trying to understand what you're doing and why you're doing it. That's
Okay,
quite
well,
reasonable, isn't it?
Rest assured, it's not hostile reconnaissance. Do you think that this is a valuable valuable target for those that would want to do hostile reconnaissance?
Could be, couldn't it?
I don't agree.
So why won't you give any details?
I'm not obliged to give details. I don't just give my details to strangers. Unless you suspect me of committing an offence, I see no reason as to why I should
As
hand over
I sort of
details.
explained to you,
Yeah,
I'm trying to work out what exactly your motivation is here.
there's no ill intent.
Okay, you're telling me that. I'd like to know who you are.
Okay, well, I'm not going to tell you who I am.
It makes it a little bit more suspicious. Than
Not really. I'm a member of the public. I don't just have to hand over details because you say so.
This is the part that really deserves attention. The officer appears to treat the auditor's refusal to provide his details as a reason for increased suspicion. But refusing to answer questions does not, by itself, automatically prove that someone has done anything wrong. The important issue is whether officers have a separate, lawful basis for requiring identification or carrying out a search. Simply saying, "You won't identify yourself, therefore you must be suspicious," does not automatically establish that legal basis. Otherwise, a person could effectively turn a lawful refusal into the very justification being used against them. That's the circular logic the auditor is challenging. And Coley doesn't appear intimidated by it. He stays calm, keeps asking for the specific legal grounds being relied upon, and refuses to let the conversation move away from that central question.
I'm just trying to establish what is going on here and who you are. So it makes life a lot easier, doesn't it?
I'm a member of the public,
Yeah.
filming from public.
Yeah.
That's all you need to know. Are we happy with that?
I'm not particularly happy at the moment, no.
All right. So
I'd like to know who you are.
Well, you're not going to find out. I don't carry ID.
But you can tell me who you are.
I'm not going to. So how do we proceed?
Makes it difficult, doesn't it?
Well, really, like, I'm not committing an offence.
It's raised alarms. You hear recording the police station has raised alarms, which is what's called us out here. So obviously people are concerned that you're recording the police station, which is why we're here, which is why we're trying to find out what your intent is and who you are.
Okay, what could I possibly do with this footage of the police station?
We don't know. A number of things happen in the world, don't they? So if we get called to a call that's a suspicious alarm, which is you recording a police station, which doesn't happen quite often.
Right.
So now my colleague's trying to ask your name so we can just clarify who you are. Because we don't know who you are. You could be known to us for a number of reasons, or you might not be known to us. But
Okay.
we just need to work out who you are. But you're refusing to tell us your details.
That's right. I don't see how this is suspicious. Like, what?
We've been alerted to you recording a police station because someone's deemed it suspicious.
Would you mind identifying yourself?
Yeah, PC Captain. I work at a Lewis police station.
All right.
866 is my phone number.
I think someone that may have ill intent wouldn't come and film openly in broad
You don't know
daylight
that.
and engage with
You
you.
don't know that.
I told you it's for matters of public interest.
In what sense?
The public are interested in seeing police stations and back gates of police stations.
But why would they be interested in seeing the back of a police station?
I can't speak on behalf of the public, I'm just here to film.
So you do not see why that's a bit suspicious for us?
I don't think so, no. I feel like someone that would
You're
have...
recording a security building.
Is it not a secure building?
Yes, it's a security covered.
So what could I
building, isn't it?
possibly do with
We
my
don't know,
camera?
do we?
Well, if you don't know, then...
It's not what you can and can't do with your camera, it's what you can do with that recording.
What-
And you
okay,
don't know
what could
who
I-
it gets passed on to. My colleagues already explained to you.
This can all be seen on Google Earth, though. If I had those sort of intentions, then I wouldn't be giving you ample opportunity to come and...
Coley makes a point here that is difficult to ignore. He argues that if someone genuinely intended to gather useful information for harmful purposes, much of the publicly visible detail about a police facility is already available through sources such as Google Earth and other public information. And there's another detail worth considering. The auditor is openly standing there with a camera in broad daylight while speaking directly with the officers. That behavior may not fit the picture of someone secretly trying to conceal what they're doing. Of course, officers can consider the overall circumstances when assessing whether reasonable suspicion exists, But suspicion should be based on specific, objective facts, rather than simply on the fact that someone's behavior appears unusual. And that's the key issue Coley is challenging. Being different or unexpected?
What are you doing? What are you doing?
I'm just filming.
Filming what for?
Matters of public interest.
Matters of public interest. And what brings you here?
To film the police station.
But what for?
The public are interested in things like this.
So what do you do with your videos?
So just use it for my own recreation.
So, tell me what you do with it.
I don't need to tell you.
I'm just interested to know.
Okay. Well,
So who's asked you to come?
nobody. I've just come at my own discretion.
Have you been here before?
No.
Any other police stations?
No.
So what is it about Lewis that's drawn you here?
Nothing. I just happened to be here. Just thought I'd do a bit of sightseeing, photography, public photography.
Okay.
Would you mind identifying yourself?
Sergeant Bowery.
Is there anything I can do to help you? Like,
I'm just curious as to why you're here, that's all.
okay, like rest assured, I've made assurances. There's no ill intent. Just a photographer. This is what I've chosen to film today. Are we happy with that?
We can't really back that up, can we? 'Cause we don't know who you are.
To verify that before we...
You don't have to verify anything. I'm in a public place.
Details, it might help us.
I'm not going to give any details though.
Well, that kind of just raises suspicion, doesn't it?
Why? What's suspicious about this?
Because nobody else, for the entire time I've been working here... has
Okay,
come to
well,
film
there's
the
a-
building,
there's-
so
there's-
that raises suspicions.
Well, there's a first time for everything. I mean, I don't need to.
Trying to hide your details, which also raises suspicions.
I'm not trying to hide anything. I don't have, I'm here in public. My face isn't covered. I'm not trying to hide anything. I've explained to you why I'm here. I don't feel like I need to account for my presence.
Okay, mate. But look, this is very, whether you think it's all right, this is very unusual circumstances.
Okay.
And you're not giving us your details, which just raises suspicion.
Okay.
You're filming in a police station.
I understand.
You freely admitted to us, okay? So this time you are detained for a search under Section 43 of the Terrorism Act, okay?
Are you sure you want to do that?
And there it is. Section 43 of the Terrorism Act is brought into the conversation. But Section 43 is not simply a catch-all power that can be used whenever an officer finds someone's behavior unusual. Its application depends on the specific legal requirements being met, including the relevant threshold of reasonable suspicion. In this situation, the important question is straightforward. What specific facts were the officers relying on? Filming a police facility and declining to provide personal details may attract attention, but those facts alone do not automatically establish that someone is a terrorist or create the legal grounds required for a search. That distinction is crucial. A hunch or a feeling that someone's behavior is unusual is not necessarily the same thing as objectively grounded reasonable suspicion. So when Coley asks the question that really matters, what are the grounds? The officer appears unable to provide a clear explanation on camera. And that leaves the central issue unresolved. If a serious legal power is being relied upon, the justification for using it should be clear enough to explain.
Just put it down like this. Sure. Yeah. I'll just put it like this. Yep. Okay, so first of all, can you explain the grounds? What you're
As I
expecting
just
to
said,
find?
your presence here at the
Yeah.
gate of the police station, filming the police station, filming the police station. You freely said to us that that's what you're doing, okay? And
Let me know before you start recording.
we're all recording. Okay?
Can you explain the
I'm
grounds
sorry.
of what you're expecting to find? Please?
As I just explained to you, okay?
Anything such as what?
Anything in relation to terrorist activity.
That's a little bit ambiguous. Any sort of
That's
specific,
what
like,
you
specific
meant.
items?
That's what the legislation
I know, but
covers.
pace means you have to let me know. Like, what is
Terrorism Act. It's not pace.
I know, but it's a stop and search.
Yeah, that's
Under pace, there's certain regulations and guidelines that you have to
But this
abide to.
isn't a pace search.
I understand, but pace sets the.
You can't use that in a completely empty bag.
Okay.
Do you have anything sharp on you? Anything you shouldn't have?
No,
Okay.
not.
So I've already explained to you on piece of door from Lewis police station.
You haven't really explained the grounds. You just said that I haven't accounted, haven't given details.
Let me explain.
Searching for my details.
What-
What, is he
what-
the searching officer?
If you search, no, but I'm here and I can still explain that to you.
Okay, but if he's the searching officer, I would really expect him
That's
to
fine.
search.
So you're getting his details. He's really told you to. But I'm going to be the one explaining. So the reason that the search is under the Terrorism Act because you're filming the police station, they're not providing us with details, and it's raised us suspicions. You've questioned why that's suspicious, and we've told you that in all our time in being here, nobody else has displayed this behaviour.
Those aren't grounds. You have to go on base objective, but there's no objective basis.
They are grounds under the Act.
No, they're certainly not.
They are.
Filming is not grounds.
Check out, okay?
Yeah, that's fine.
You don't have to agree, but that's just what we're telling you.
Okay, but there needs to be an objective basis for your suspicion. In order to reasonably suspect someone of being a terrorist, there needs to be an objective basis. The fact that you said no one has been here before is in no ways an objective basis. That's just something that you find unusual. I don't know.
Exactly, which raises our suspicions, and that's what we're going to grounds.
I'm going to place those for a second.
I don't think you've gone about this very well.
You're not?
No.
Okay.
Don't you leave?
Under this legislation, I don't have to provide you any details. Can I get a copy of the search slip, please?
Absolutely, yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
So you understand that now you may be liable to
Of course I
civil
understand that,
proceedings in a civil court
Yes, absolutely.
because you've just abused my rights.
Well, I don't think I've abused your rights, have
I
I?
think you have,
Okay.
because there were no grounds other than the fact that no one in all your time of being here has filmed a police station before. There's photography guidance on the Met Police website.
Coley then points the officers toward the Met's own photography guidance and the relevant policing guidance, both of which address the issue of people taking photographs in public places. The guidance generally emphasizes that counterterrorism powers should not be used simply to interfere with legitimate photography or filming from a public place, and that officers should distinguish between ordinary photography and genuinely suspicious activity. That distinction is important. This isn't some obscure argument pulled from nowhere. There is published guidance intended to help officers understand how photography in public should be handled. Coley appears to have read that guidance carefully and is now asking the officers to explain how their actions fit within it. And from what we see on camera, the officers don't immediately provide a clear answer. That's what makes this encounter so interesting. The disagreement isn't just about whether someone is holding a camera. It's about whether the legal powers being discussed are actually supported by the circumstances in front of the officers.
So you're being here, you haven't given us really much detail as to
I don't need to give you any details.
That's fine. But then you need to understand that raises our suspicions.
But if I want to, I don't have to account for my presence in a public place. Like, I could exercise my rights and not even speak, and you can't interfere with me.
I don't know who you are, so I don't know if you're known to us for any reasons, okay? So how would I find that out if I don't know who you are? So you could have given us your name, your date of birth.
I don't need to, though.
I understand that.
I don't need to assist you in an investigation, though, do I? Sorry, finished.
Okay.
Forgive me.
So we've spoken to you, we've asked you what you're doing, you've told us what you're doing.
Mm-hmm.
We find it a little bit bizarre. We've spoken to you, we've asked you what you're doing, you've told us what you're doing. You've told us what you're doing. You've told us what you're doing.
Mm-hmm.
We find it a little bit bizarre that someone's raised our concerns that you were recording the back of a police station. It's not you were recording the area, you were standing directly by the secure gates, okay? That's suspicious to us because it doesn't happen very
Okay, but suspicion is not a crime, is it?
I didn't say it was.
You've just infringed on my rights
I didn't say
for the reasons
Again,
of...
you're not letting me finish, okay? I will finish. If you stop interrupting me, you'll understand why, okay?
Maybe.
So we could have run you through our systems. You may not be known to us, okay? But you might be known to us. How do we know that? You could be known to us for a number of things. You could be known to us for no reason. But we could have run you through the system. We could have checked that out. So at the moment, I don't know anything about you. I don't know who you are. You don't know who I am. Apart from the fact that I'm PC Cat and I work at Lewis Police Station.
Okay.
So how do I know that you're not an individual that could cause me danger or harm?
But you need to go on based on what you do know. And I don't need to assist
at the
you.
moment is that you're refusing to tell me your details, so I don't know anything about you, and you're recording the back of the police station.
But I don't have to assist you in an investigation. There's a case law precedent that kind of illustrates that. Rice vs. Connolly. I don't have to assist you in anything. Does that make sense? Especially considering the fact that I haven't committed an offence. Even if I was committing an offence, I'm still not obliged to assist you or hand over details. Am I still detained?
Well, you want a copy of your search?
Yeah, I certainly do, yeah. Am I still detained?
I've completed the search now, but you wanted a copy of the search.
Yes, am I still detained?
Yeah. No, you're not detained.
Okay,
no.
thank you. Please write me a copy of the search slip.
I'm just in the search slip on my phone.
Okay.
I can't give you a hard copy of it.
Why not?
I could sort that out inside the police station.
If
so
you don't
have to wait
mind.
a little bit. That's
Yeah,
what I'm
I'll wait,
saying.
that's fine.
There'll be a time delay. Yeah.
What's that? What are you deliberating over? I'm free to go, right?
Well, the legislation.
Yeah.
You've obviously refused your details.
Yeah.
And the legislation covers us to be able to search you.
Yes.
And also to examine your phone as well.
Right, but the search is complete. You said the search is complete.
I've completed the search now, but you wanted a copy of the search.
And that I'm free to go.
Yeah, but the power's still.
Well, no, the power's no, because the search is complete. You should have launched with that.
Show us your phone anyway.
I don't need to show you the phone.
Yeah, you do.
I don't just.
And now we reach the key moment. The physical search is finished, and the sergeant confirms that Coley is no longer detained and is free to go. That matters because the authority being relied upon for the search is tied to the legal basis for the detention. Once that detention ends, any further demand has to be supported by its own lawful authority. And that is exactly why the next moment stands out. Almost immediately after telling Coley that he is free to leave, the officers ask to see his phone. Those are two very different things, being free to go and being required to hand over a personal device. If the detention has ended, the officers would need a separate lawful basis to compel access to the phone. Simply telling someone they are free to leave does not automatically give police authority to demand their device. And that is the contradiction Coley is now challenging.
I've completed the search now, but you wanted a copy of the search.
No, just because we finished physically touching you.
Yeah, but the search was complete. I was free to go. Yeah, but am I free to go?
You are free to go.
All right. You said the search is over. You need to be very careful about what you do now.
Okay. Can you show us your phone? Yeah.
No, I don't want to show you the phone. No.
The power allows us to. So.
No, it doesn't. The process was complete. You said I'm no longer detained and I'm free to go. Am I still detained?
Yeah. No, you're not detained.
Okay,
no.
thank you. Yeah, but am I free to go?
You are free to go.
All right. Go. Now you're just stretching your jurisdiction. Now, listen, you guys have already messed up. I suggest you don't take this any further.
Show us what's on your phone.
Why should I show you on the phone?
You can control it.
I don't want to consensually show you what's on the phone.
But it's not with consent because we're exercising the power to do it.
But it is with consent because I don't need to show you what's on the phone. All I've done is film this.
Well, then I'll take it and have a look at it.
So you're going to seize the phone if I don't show you?
Yeah.
Okay, so under duress and under threat of having my property stolen and seized,
No,
I'm going to show.
under the Terrorism Act.
Yes, but the search was complete, Sergeant.
No.
I don't want to show you the phone.
No.
The search was complete.
The physical search of you was complete.
The search was complete. I was free to go. You said I'm no longer detained. The search extends to my phone.
Power extends to your phone.
No, the search extends to my phone. You should have done that whilst the search was ongoing. I don't want to show you the phone.
So we will seize the phone if you don't give it to us.
All right, I'm going to show you. I'm going to show you under duress and under threat of having my property seized.
Now watch how the officers obtain the phone. According to the footage, the situation is framed as a choice. Show us the phone, or it may be seized. Coley immediately points out that this does not feel like genuine consent. If someone hands over a device because they believe refusing could result in it being taken, there is an obvious question about whether that agreement was truly voluntary. That distinction matters. Then Coley produces a second phone, one he says was never used to film the police station, and the officers appear interested in that device as well. That moment raises another important question. What specific legal basis would allow officers to demand access to a second phone that was not involved in the filming? The footage alone doesn't establish exactly what the officers intended or what legal power they believed they were using. But it certainly raises questions about the scope of the search and whether the officers' actions went beyond the original concern they had described. And that's where the encounter becomes even more difficult to explain.
The legislation doesn't specify that.
No, you're just violating my rights, right? You're violating my rights at the moment.
Definitely not.
No, you certainly are. You're behaving like a tyrant. This is way beyond the powers.
This is obviously not the first time that you've come to a police station to film, because I can see on here that you've done it a few times before.
Okay.
But you didn't tell us that earlier. So
I don't have to tell you that.
No, you lied.
It's not an offence to lie, is it? There is a legitimate purpose for my film.
Like London.
So the search was complete, and then you've then taken it upon yourself to take my phone from me and look through it.
Okay, well, you were still detained at that point.
I was not still detained at that point. I've got it all on camera, mate. I wasn't still detained at that point.
I've completed the search now, but you wanted a copy of the search.
I wasn't aware that you weren't detained. I
I wasn't aware that you weren't detained. I wasn't aware that you weren't detained.
Don't look at me like that.
I just can't work out what you're doing.
What we saw today at Lewis Police Station raises some serious questions about how filming, identification, and counterterrorism powers can be handled in public. At several points, the officers appeared to treat the camera as a reason for concern, while the auditor's refusal to provide his details became part of the suspicion being discussed. The key issue is whether that concern was supported by specific, objective facts and a lawful basis for the powers being used. Filming from a public place can generally be lawful, including filming buildings that are visible from that location. But that doesn't mean every situation is identical. Specific restrictions, the exact location, and the circumstances of an encounter can all matter. What is clear from this footage is that the auditor repeatedly asked the officers to explain the legal basis for their actions, and that became the central issue throughout the encounter. This isn't about confrontation. It's about transparency, accountability, and understanding the limits of official authority. If you found this breakdown helpful, make sure to subscribe for more deep dives into UK police encounters, public filming, and civil rights. And until next time, peace.